Hello students, I am Mrs. Anuradha Pattnaik of Holy Hearts Educational Academy. I am here to impart students of class 8th a lesson from social science. From geography, I am going to interact with you on the topic resources. Let me convey you the meaning of resources. Resources are all those things which fulfill human needs. Resources, they are the gifts of nature, like air, sunlight, water, soil. Resources are also created by human beings. They are man-made resources like mobile, bulb, specs. These all are man-made resources. One more kind of important resource, human being. Human being itself is a resource. Human being with their intelligence and skill can create many other resources. Every resource has a utility, that is called value of resources. Basically, resources have two kinds of values. One is economic value. Things or the resources which can be bought and sold have economic value. For example, this is a mobile. I have bought it and the mobile seller has sold it to me. That means this resource has economic value. But there are some resources which fulfill our need for pleasure. Now look at, these are flowers. At the sight of these flowers, we get happy because it gives and fulfills our need of pleasure and makes us happy. In the same way, we go to park. Why? Because at the surrounding of the park, having so many trees, different kinds of species of trees, flowers, it refreshes our mind and soul because it gives us aesthetic value. Important part of the chapter resources is its classification. We need to classify the resources for a convenient understanding of the resources. Resources are classified mainly under three heads. 1. Natural resources. 2. Man-made resources. And 3 is human resource. First is natural resource, and this is, you can take a screenshot of it so that you can zoom and have a clear understanding of the classification. The first classification is of natural resource. Again, natural resources can be subclassified under 4 basic heads. The first one is on the basis of the nature of the natural resource. On the basis of the nature, natural resources are divided into 2, biotic and abiotic. Biotic resources comprises all those resources which have life in it, like human beings, animals, and trees, plants. Abiotic resources comprises all those resources which doesn't possess life. See, this is a resource, it doesn't have life. Similarly, minerals, plastic, table, furniture, they don't have life. Thus, they are abiotic resources. Under the second head, on the basis of the stock, natural resources are divided into two, that is renewable resource and non-renewable resource. Renewable resources are those resources which can be renewed. They are present in their nature in unlimited quantity. Even we can generate some resources that also comes under renewable resource. The resource that can be generated by us, for example, forest. In the same way, renewable resources like water, air, sunlight, they are in abundance, they are in unlimited content. Again, on the basis of their distribution, resources can be ubiquitous or localized. Some resources which are available everywhere, like sunlight, air, wind, and these are called as ubiquitous resources because they are present everywhere. But there are some resources which are not found everywhere, but they are found at particular places, like fossil fuels, fertile soil. They are found at some places only. Again, resources can be divided and classified on the basis of their level of development. On the basis of their level of development, resources can be classified as actual resource and potential resource. Actual resources are all those resources which are currently in use. We are using them, are called as actual resources. Potential resources comprises those resources which are not yet identified, or if at all identified and available, but then they are also not put into use because of lack of technology. Such resources are called as potential. That means they have the potential to become a resource, but due to lack of technology, they are not put into current use. I can cite an example here, like water and wind. Before, it has been found that they can create electricity that remained as a potential resource. But now, with technology, we could use the wind, that is air and water, and we can derive electricity out of it. Now, it become an actual resource. Now, students, as we know from this discussion, we can understand that resources are very important. They play a vital role in the life of human beings. We are using them, we are exploiting them to make our life comfortable. Just imagine if the resources will be exhausted by reckless use, then what our future generation will do? How the future development is possible? So there arises an important question of how to conserve them. That is, the solution of this question and the problem is the sustainability of development. We have to make sustainable development of the resources. The meaning of sustainable resource means the resources has to be used in such a way that it can meet our present needs. At the same time, it should be conserved for future use, for future development. Thereby, I come to the conclusion of today's interaction with you. There are some exercises I have made for you. You can take a screenshot of it. The questions are here. The questions have been asked on the basis of your understanding to name 5 resources of your choice which have economic value and which have aesthetic value, and some questions to think and answer, and also the question to briefly answer what is the meaning of sustainable development and why is it required. Being a teacher of you, I want to convey you an important message to stay at home, not to go out. This is the only way we can fight against that deadly disease COVID-19 corona. We have to break the cycle of corona only by segregating ourselves. So, corona, as our Prime Minister has said, road pe na jana. Thank you.